Hello there and welcome. Today we are taking a look at the Icebreaker Oasis base layer for both men and women. Now this is a super simple base layer, but what's really special about this is the fabric that's been used to make it, and it's using merino wool. Now merino wool, in Icebreaker's case, comes from merino sheep that live at high altitude in the New Zealand Alps, and as a result of living up that high, they've got some fairly special qualities about them. Firstly, the fabric itself is super soft. Normal wool fibres are quite thick, itchy and scratchy against the skin, but merino wool has super thin fibres which just feel beautiful next to your skin. It's also incredibly warm as well. The fibres themselves are in a zigzag pattern and they naturally trap air. And it's also lightweight to boot. It wicks sweat really well, it transports sweat from the inside of the garment to the outside, and the fibres themselves can also take on up to 30% of their own weight in terms of sweat. Now it dries quickly, not perhaps as quickly as a synthetic fabric, but still pretty quickly, and it's got two other qualities which I think are just fantastic. Firstly, odour. Where if I'm going on a long backpacking trip, I might take one of these. If I was going with synthetic base layers, I might have to take 2 or 3 because after 2 or 3 days, I begin to stink and my synthetic base layers begin to stink as well. Whereas Icebreaker and specifically merino wool, well, it doesn't pong. Those crinkly fibres, well, bacteria don't like growing on them. So as a result, you can wear this for weeks at a time and it still won't smell. You might, but the clothing definitely won't. It's also totally environmentally friendly. All that's been used to make this particular garment is grass, sunshine, a bit of rain, and it is one of the most natural fabrics around. So no chemicals, no petrochemicals were used to make this particular fabric. So recyclable, biodegradable, the works as well. So that, in a nutshell, is what makes merino wool special for me. Now there's just 2 things I want to show you in terms of features for this particular base layer that are important. The first thing is if we go right to the top here, you'll see that you've got raglan sleeves. So there's no stitching on the sleeve, so if you're wearing a rucksack, it's not going to be uncomfortable. And you've also got, talking of comfort, you've got Flatlock stitching that you can see here as well. Now, colour-wise, I've got for the men, I've got the splash on today, but we've also got the earthen, and we've got the black, and for the ladies, we've got the horizon, we've also got the fiesta, and of course we've got the black as well. And there may be other colours on the site.